Alright, so this is the truck, right, with the new decals. I like it. And this is my load. Hold on, why are we so... No, yeah, I don't want to do that. This is my load. Sorry, the sun is right this way. So it's 32 feet long, 6 feet wide, about 7 feet tall over there at the highest point. They said the weight was 35 metric tons, which is 77,000 pounds. You see over there? 35. But I just scaled, and I know my empty weight, so my that's my scale ticket. And I just want to show you guys where my fifth wheel is, because you need to know stuff like that. So basically I left it like this because it was not too heavy, right? So I left my fifth wheel pretty much right, just, I don't know, half an inch in front of the center of the drive axle, and I'm riding like this with my 254 wheelbase, and this thing sitting like this. So the front is on this block. I wanted to put it on the floor, but it was the crane guys say, oh, why don't we put it like this? I said, are you sure? Because I wanted to put it like this, but then, yeah, you see it's not that wide, right? Like the block was here, and so it was basically sitting on only half of the block, and they said, let's do it like this. And first it was here, but then I said, hey, wait, this thing is in the air, let's lift it up again. So they lifted it again. Then they put it down, and these straps were like super tense because the track was sagging in here. And one guy says, no, I don't like it, let's lift it up. So they lifted like third time, and I say, okay, let's put these 8x8 blocks in here, right? Because we have less height in here than over there. Those are 10x10. So we put these ones in here, and then right away these became loose. And then in the back, it's like I try to put something under there. I think, yeah, it's still there, like a piece of rubber, and I got some fabric on the other side, but it's so big. So put a bunch of chains on it. So what I have 2 in the front on each side, like 2 short ones on each side, and these ones go across, so indirect tie down, right? And then I have 2 direct ones on each side here. So basically we have, if you convert to long ones, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's each one is good, can hold 22,000 pounds. So basically this tie down is good for 120,000 pounds. Okay, but here's the scale ticket. You will notice that my drives and push are only 46.6, and the steer is 13.7. So if I wanted, I could move my gooseneck to move more weight to the front, but I don't want to bother. So the rear is okay, 68,000. So basically it looks like we have 23, no wait, 46 divided by 3, what is that, 15? Roughly we have 15 on the pusher and the drives, and over here we have what is this, 34. So over here we have 17 on each axle, right? So a bit more on the trailer, but it's so big, you know, like there's no other way. Now you can imagine if this is the gooseneck, I mean, if this is the track, and you see we made sure it was straight like this, perfect. If this is just one track, and I told the guy, I said, if you give me a couple of $100 more, I can probably take both of them. And we had a good laugh about that, right? So but that's my next big adventure. So going to Iowa. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave these boards here because I'll probably be giving this trailer away when I'm in Iowa, but we'll see. Like that local buyer that I talked to yesterday, they got really aggressive, and now they want to do it. They want to do like a lease transfer. So I don't know. I said, okay, I want a check, so give me a check for this amount. and I'll give you the trailer. But I said I need to finish this load, so I'm not sure who's gonna get it, the Muhammad guy or the guy in Iowa. So for now I keep working. I got the load. I need to make money. So, but that's what we're doing. So I'll be this only. At first it was supposed to go to Nebraska, but then they changed. Now it's Iowa, so it's only 850 miles. Not too bad. So I could probably, if I get my permits, so I have the scale ticket, I have the measurements, so there's still a couple of hours left to order permits, so probably I'll get them tomorrow sometime. And I can start trucking and probably can deliver Wednesday or Thursday. Two more things. First of all, I finally managed to, are we recording? Yeah. I finally managed to stop. See, like something with this Samsung. I don't know, LG has no issues with the focusing. This thing just, now we're using a Samsung. But anyway, so I managed to finally stop at my mailbox over here. So I got my permit. So Ontario permit, and I pretty much lost 3 weeks. Like the annual fee is $730 US, I mean Canadian, I think. And they just shipped it, and I see it says valid October 4th. So basically now it expires October 4th next year. And so basically I lost 3 weeks. Well, what do you do? But it's an enhanced permit, so now I'm good up to I didn't even look at I think the weights, you know. Basically if I have a Jeep, it's 172,000 pounds. If I don't have a Jeep, just running on 8 axles, it's 71,000 kgs, so 156 I think. And the second thing I wanted to mention is, just as I wrapped up filming near my truck, there was a message. Actually, the guy called me. He says, I just wanted to confirm your email. And I'm like, who are you? Oh, I'm a Talbot dealer. It's like amazing how these guys pass around. You know, I emailed one company, well, like they were shown as the dealer. You see, that's what this thing does, right? Why are you like, I'm not moving, right? I'm not moving. Why is it so difficult to maintain focus? Shame on you, Samsung. But the colors look great. You know, I love the colors on this. When you record like the sky looks amazing. So the colors are better. The focusing is worse than on LG. Anyway, so I contacted one company. They footballed me over to another. You know, as we say in Russian, отфутболили. Passed me over, you know, like I make a pass on the football field. So they threw the ball at another guy who probably didn't want it. He threw it to somebody else. So finally I see this guy, like, who is this guy Martin? And turns out he's from the same company I didn't want to deal with. It's Carrier Trucks. You know, that's where I bought my trailer. And each time I call them, I tried calling them because I know they have Talbots in stock, but just 55 tons. And I wanted to use a different dealer. No, somehow I got a quote from this guy, again from this Carrier Trucks. Because basically they're international truck dealer. They sell international trucks, but recently they've picked up this business, so they're trying to sell trailers. And I don't think they're doing too good. But I just wanted to mention, since this is the third quote, so Etnaya was out because Etnaya said the trailer won't be ready until the summer. And I said, I cannot wait that long, right? Now these guys, see this in this nice looking PDF with the logo. And the first thing I see is that at the very top it says, estimated delivery late June, July 2019. Like basically, even if the price was, I don't know, 50,000 cheaper than any competitor, for me to sit without an RGN trailer for 6 months, and I'm not even counting, well, we still have November, December, that's like 8 months. So 8 months, it's even 50,000 difference is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have to rent a step deck, I don't know. So for 8 months, right? Yeah, like 8 months I would have to be a flatbed or step deck guy. Why is it so difficult? But anyway, but the good thing is that on their website, I just wanted to mention, if somebody's looking into this, shopping around, you always want to make sure that the rating is correct, right? On their website, they had all their 60-ton trailers had some kind of weird ratings, like 60 ton and 15, 60 ton and half of the deck. I said, I don't want that. Like, to me, a genuine 60-ton trailer is 60 and 12 feet. That's the proper way, okay? And I see here that's what they did. So they put in the quote like I asked. So 27-foot long deck, 20 inches loaded deck height, 6-inch ground clearance. The gooseneck is 108. That's like solid piece. So here they're beating the Fontaine, because Fontaine you get only 101, right? So you get 108, and then it has connections for the optional flip box, which I think is 72 inches. Yeah, because they said with that flip box you achieve 180 inches of swing radius. So basically that should be good for a tandem Jeep. So 27 deck, 20 loaded, very good. And so 1612, I checked over here. So 4 axles, 54-inch axle spacing, same 25,000-pound axles. All this airlift on axle 3, and I look at the price and I'm like, oh geez, these guys are good. It says basically 120,000 Canadian before tax. But I thought, wait a second, is that like for the entire thing? Or no, they're just a trailer with 108 swing radius. The flip axle, I mean the flip neck, if you want that, is $7,400 Canadian. The fourth axle is 18,500, which is actually cheaper than Fontaine, because they want like 16,000 US, which is more than this. This again, this is all Canadian funds. And then nitro booster is actually 24,800 Canadian. So I don't know, is that just probably just the metal part, like the part that connects to the flip axle. So basically, if you want the Stinger, single axle Stinger, they want 24,800 bucks plus 18,000 whatever for the flip axle. And so yeah, so the trailer is 120 grand Canadian, right, which is actually pretty cheap. Well, it's a good price, but the thing is, it does not, it only comes with that long neck, 27 deck. You cannot do 60-ton load like that, so you still need Stingers and Jeeps and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to mention this. So this is the third quote I finally got. So Fontaine, Team, I know these guys, but yeah, Fontaine, by the way, said he has a slot in January. Focus, come on. He has a slot in January, so let's say it takes 1 month. So even Fontaine, they can build this 60-ton, but it's more money than Sheltima. Sheltima, that said 3 months. Let's say as soon as I give him that $1,000, it's 3 months. So Talbot is much busier, right? You see, and at Nair, so you have to wait 8 months. So basically, it only can work for a big company with multiple trucks and multiple trailers. So basically, they're just buying another trailer, one more trailer, so they have other trailers to work with, right? For me, it doesn't work because I only have one truck, one trailer. So as soon as I sell this one, I'm out of work. I have to either rent a trailer or I have to do power only, when I'm pulling somebody loaded trailer. So that's just two things that I wanted to mention. Yeah, the annual permit, which is good. So now I don't have to do amendments. I can do, you know, heavy loads in Ontario. So roughly, like with this trailer, 103,000 pounds on 8 axles. And news number 2 is the Talbot quote, which the price wise is okay, but just not realistic in terms of trailer delivery.